Cooking up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is...
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second and long. On second and 15 now, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. They run with Hunt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now Mayfield on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On second down at 4, Mayfield. Flushed out right, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield. Now the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. Play fake, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Number 53.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Devin McCourty brings him down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special team.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mayfield on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the return stops just a... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. That is how you flip field.
Hey, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I got him. Hey, go 66.
They start the drive with White. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
53, Mike.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Steps away to his left. It's caught by OBJ. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Seibert able to knock this one through. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the run, this is Hunt. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And an alley to run. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Going big, going big. Everybody thought they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. 'Cause I
time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She won't bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligning. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop to shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah.
Oh, Henry! It's the coach, and this is the NFL.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League. So the football will be at the 25-yard line. As this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. Can't do so. Here we go. Fight.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Left side here to Sanders. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
70, Indy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Get ready, set. 53.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here's Locke. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 21 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 41. Hey, box shot. Box.
Now to the air. Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's Lindsay. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Lindsey. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Lindsey. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So 2nd quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 31, Lock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying again after the pick six. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
Check out. Line 40. 47. Coming.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Matt. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half. Number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad play?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing now is Locke. They'll roll him out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw on 3rd down, Locke dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Shotgun handoff to Booker. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Hey, let's go. Get set.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's Locke. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. Wide open receiver complete as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Clock now to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Ready?
Block off of play action. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So that one will be accepted. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Anthony Walker. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Andre Holmes, his first touch. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Locke to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Locke going to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Just nothing there. And oh, sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Locke now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis,
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it
on display.
With this rhyme, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head up to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my number's going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains. it up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a call an audible. I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Got a man, that's Allison. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 38, Rodgers.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And Adams has it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing now is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And running with power here. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when it comes out. It takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. The 2nd half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Jones. He gets away from 1. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Darren Lee there to get him down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pack. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get this. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Setting aside the matchup of Mahomes and Rodgers for a minute, this game is one of the NFL 100 Series bouts that they're having this season. And we saw the Packers in this game last week when they faced the Raiders, their opponent in Super Bowl II. This week it's the Chiefs, their opponent in the very first Super Bowl way back in 1967. The Packers winning both of those Super Bowls. And as I mentioned a week ago, Bart Starr, the MVP of both of those games. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We're back now in KC. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers.
Another carry for their leader and
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On play action, Rodgers. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him. This is caught inside the 15. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Hey, 626.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to look. And this is taken in at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. J-Mon. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire
honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, put the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Good beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, no, I can't.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is...
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach. Only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season to go 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a draw play with Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Here's Rosen to throw.
They've got good playmaking.
And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Now Rosen, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Rosen on 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rosen will throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down.
$180. I know you ain't got it.
They start with a give to counter. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle made there by Nate Orchard. 2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fun.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now it's Rosen. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Stills was second on the team a year ago to the now-departed Danny Amendola in the receiving yards category. And hard to believe, 5th year now with Miami after his first couple of years with Drew Brees in New Orleans, and now hoping he can form a bond with Josh Rosen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sport. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This one taken from the 7th. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Come on.
Now Rosen on first down. And Stills over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Rosen looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now it's Rosen looking.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Forced out to his left. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Drake. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Right back to Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. They're able to locate Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. To throw is Rosen. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st down, it's Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And Wilson has it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rosen to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there. First down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Rosen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll look to throw. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Steelers 38, Dolphins 35.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They start the drive with Connor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So now Rosen and the Dolphins down by a field goal, a little over 20 seconds to go. And to the left side here, Wilson. 25 yards that time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they... So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
180. 200. Black is on.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Black 20.
On 2nd and 12. Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
230.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
That's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch a skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep where you from? Where you post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories track them skills. Yeah.
I do this for the family, I might just spell my wheels. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glow in here? I'm giving that soldier chills. My doing that cold is chill. Story specialist, I effortlessly show skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bitch, this way, way before the deal.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play on. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta every time I fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I